Differentiation. What is differentiation? It is creating individualized lessons for our students so that they are able to understand content. This is important because we will have a multitude of students in our classroom. For example, we may have an ELL student who just moved here from China. We may have a student with dyslexia or ADD. We will have higher level thinkers and those who learn through visuals. All of these students will need to learn the same content, just in different ways. Why should we do this? Well, because each student will learn differently. Some may find reading about the Civil War, for example, to be very interesting, but others may want to watch videos of battles or hear from experts in the field. Some students may also be ready for more difficult content, while others are still needing to go over the basics of the standard. How can we do this? Well, there are different ways to approach differentiation. You should always start with the standard. Go over the content that it needs to cover. After that, assess what your students know as well as how they learn. See where they are at. This is the diagnostic part of differentiation. This can be through pretest or other means. Next, give them an activity and deliver the content in which ways they understand. Give students review time and different ways of assessing what they learned. You should always do a whole class review so that students are all on the same page. Like stated, this process varies based on the classroom and on the content. It can always change and be different based on what you see fit in your classroom. As for some examples, give students a choice board with activities to complete. You could give them 9 different options where they have to choose 3. This might be creating a video, writing a poem, or writing a debate. The next 2 go pretty much together. So when you're writing argumentative essays, you can give students a choice on what they want to write about, and making sure that you are using topics that are engaging and that students can actually relate to and can be applicable in their everyday lives. You can give students the opportunity to create a video or play instead of a written test to show what they have learned. So students could create a mini skit or a movie trailer that portrays all the material and content that they have learned and shows the understanding versus a pen and paper test. And then an MGRP, which is a multi-genre research project. I'm currently doing one in a writing class, and it is where we produce 5 different writing pieces based on our strengths. They can be over any topic. So my topic is on a historical figure, and I will be writing a letter that she wrote to someone. It's going to be a poem that she wrote in her diary about life in Iran. It can be anything really that you want to create. It could have been a cartoon. So for the person that I chose, Malala, she is a women's educational activist and she fights for the right of equal education in the Middle East. So that's the really great thing about MGRPs is it gives students many options to write and to learn about different characters and the content area that they are learning. And so finally, what exactly do principals and administration want to see when observing your class? They want to see a variety of text. So we're giving students choices that they are getting to use textbooks and websites and chapter books and poems, and that they are getting to decide, if they want to write an essay or if they want to create a project or create a movie trailer, anything like that they're having some choice and there's a wide variety of text to choose from. They will be using assessments to see if these students' needs are being met. Are they learning the content? Are they learning in a way that's engaging and allows them to be critical thinkers? Are they being tested in different ways? Is every single test that you give out a multiple choice? Or some of them true false? Or some of them creating a product? Or some of them producing a visual? And then also, are your teachers acknowledging different learning styles in their lessons? Are you getting up there and lecturing for 50 minutes and testing students at the end of the unit? Are you giving them group work and partner work? Are you giving them some creativity in how they are learning? Are students also doing some of the teaching as well? Differentiation is definitely very important in a classroom to give students some freedom and to allow them to learn to the best of their ability. And there are many different ways that you can approach differentiation.